it was so neat to see you answer those questions and go, I remember this, I remember that. You have great memories of it.
Yes, I do. For example, we call it the Fat Stock Show because that was what we were supposed to do. Your stock was supposed to be fat. And this was long before fat was a bad word.
I mean, over all the years you've been to the rodeo, maybe I should ask you, what's your favorite show that you've seen?
I would say it was Elvis Presley.
That is awesome that you got to see him. That is really neat.
Well, and at the time, I barely knew him. I mean, I barely knew who he was. But
was it because at that time he hadn't hit the worldwide fame yet?
He was just getting there, but not being I was probably 50 about that in those days. So Elvis Presley's music was not something I followed a lot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But now you can say, I remember when.
Sure.
That's really neat. You going to see anything this go around? You going to make it and brave the crowds this go around at the rodeo?
Oh yeah. We're always in the entry parade, my wife and I, and we go on the University of Houston night, and they have a reception for us in the Corral Club, and then followed by we join the main entry parade and ride in a wagon.
That's pretty cool. That's neat. A tradition, right?
Yeah.
Being involved in something like that.
Yeah.
You and Carl, how did you two connect ultimately?
Well, he's a cougar, and I've known him a long time. He's a great guy, and he has a great CPA practice. GLO CPA is one of the most prestigious firms in Houston.
I've got to ask you because a lot of people have wondered where the name Welcome comes from.
I'll tell you. The doctor, 91 years ago, told my parents that I would be a girl. So they had a girl's name picked out.
Okay.
So I surprised them by being an 8-pound boy. So I was born at home, which was the custom of the time. So there's no hospital to make you name the baby. So the doctor folded his bag and left. And 3 days later, they're beginning to argue about what to name the boy. A week went by. 2 weeks went by. 3 weeks went by, and they're still arguing.
Seriously?
Yes. So 22 days after I was born, my father arrived home from work and said, why don't we name him Welcome so he'll know he's welcome though he's not a girl. And that's what they did.
That's really where it came from?
Yeah.
And your mom went for it?
Yep. And in fact, she had known somebody named Welcome. And in my lifetime, I run across 17 other people named Welcome.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that. Well, you're definitely memorable. If it wasn't for your name, definitely for your stories and the great history you can tell us about. So we appreciate it. Thank you for talking to us.
You bet. You bet.
It's good to meet you. You and Carl, how did you two connect ultimately?
Well, he's a cougar, and I've known him a long time. He's a great guy, and he has a great CPA practice. GLO CPA is one of the most prestigious firms in Houston.